Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So in this video, we're going to be looking at something which doesn't come up too often, a way to make GP with summoning. Now, we have found this because during the time I was doing a bit of summoning on the Hogger, I was making familiar pouches and then also turning them into scrolls. And by doing that, I have found one which is making some decent profit. Now, it won't come as a shock because this is one of those summoning familiars which is heavily useful for very niche scenarios, and because of that, it's gone up in price. So to do this, you're going to look at level 61 summoning to be able to make this pouch, and it's going to be the Smoke Devil pouch. Now the Smoke Devil pouch is used a lot during farming of invention components, and because of that, people will pay for the pouches and especially for the scrolls as well. So what I'm going to do first is go and price check for everything and then show you guys the sheer profit here. And we are starting in big fashion with the price of the pouch actually being 7.4k, almost double its Grand Exchange medium price. However, we're going to go and check the margins just to make sure that's correct. So in terms of what the range is going to be, this is its actual mid price at 4,081 GP, but you can sell it up to 7.5k. Now to make this pouch, we're going to need some goat horn dust. So let's just see how much we can buy this for. The price of the shards is going to be what I've got in my inventory currently, so 785 GP each. So the secondary is actually cheaper than its mid price, which is really nice because it means you're going to save a little bit of money there. Now to make the pouch, you're going to need 141 spirit shards, which you can buy from any pet owner or summoning store. These are going to be fixed price at 25 GP each. For whatever reason, the Grand Exchange just wants to put it 24. So in a minute, with the price of the shards as well as the actual goat horn dust, you don't make money with the pouch unless you're going to sell it for 7.5k, which I do think they would sell for that kind of price if you sort of left it in the Grand Exchange for long enough, but we're going to take it one step further. So when you use the Tavily spot, especially for your summoning, if you've not seen the Tavily spot to make pouches as quick as possible, I'll put a link in the corner of the video if you guys go and check out. The best way for you to do this at speed is to then turn your pouches into scrolls. Now the Smoke Devil pouch transforms into the Smoke Devil scroll, and this currently sells for a price of 934 coins. So you might wonder, why is this such a big thing? So when you go and take one of these pouches, again, what we'll probably do is go and buy 11 of these at the max GE price. Right, so we bought those. You can then go back to the obelisk and then turn them into scrolls. So for every pouch, you're going to get 10 of these scrolls. And if you were able to go and get it at the price of the mid price, so let's say 4,000 coins, you're going to make 5,000 coins per pouch. Even if you bought them at the instant price, you're still going to make roughly 2,000 coins per pouch. So this is where the extra money comes in. It's very rare you can find a summoning pouch where you can then go and turn the pouch into scrolls and make some profit with it. Now, if you're someone who has the ability to use the Amlod area and during an Amlod hour, you can also get 20% scrolls instead of 10, which basically is going to double your profit. There's a very high chance that you can make a lot of money with these scrolls, and all you need to do is just to time it, whether you want to do it with Amlod or just normal. Normally, just 10%, you'll still make some big profit. So what I'm going to go and do, just for a little bit of an experiment, I'm going to try and buy some of these over the next couple of hours for a cheaper price. So we're going to go a little bit over mid. Actually, let's just go just straight forwards. And what we're going to go and do is see if we can go and pick a decent amount up, turn them into scrolls, and then sell them for profit as well. Just to make sure that everything we're going to talk about during this video is achievable and you can do it. Now, for these 11 I've got in the info, is a little bit of a test. We're going to go over to the Amalod place. There's only two sort of obelisks that I'd really recommend. You can either go to the Tavily one, and this is one where I'd recommend people who want to go and turn the basic raw materials into the pouch and then turn the pouch into the scroll afterwards, because that is a really easy way to go and do it. The Tavily spot or Amalod during the Amalod hours if you have the ability, because you're just going to be able to make twice as many scrolls as what you could anywhere else. If you don't have Profinus done and you haven't got the quest available to go to this area, just simply do it in the Tavily spot. But the nice thing about that is you can literally do it whenever you want. Now, if you have Crimson Charms currently available, and let's say you've got a steady supply of them as well, and you're not too bothered about whether you're going to get the max XP for your summoning charms because you're getting a lot from Slayer or from other different methods, this could be a really good time to convert your summoning charms into some GP and make GP from it as well. Now, simply to do this, I'm sure you guys all know, is simply go to an obelisk, click on it, and then create these smoke cloud spells. Then hop back to the Grand Exchange. So we've converted 11 pouches into 110 scrolls. So every pouch then goes into 10 scrolls. So if we just sell that for a little bit below its mid price, hopefully we do sell relatively quick. Now, when I sold these on the Hogger, I did sell about 10,000 of them quite steadily over time, and they do eventually sell. But if we were to get this kind of profit from this pouch, this is going to come in at a price of 98.9k. And even though we invested like at the max price, we're going to make about 16,000 coins profit. Buying the pouch at nearly double the price. If we'd paid like 11 at this price, we would have pretty much nearly doubled our money. But what we're going to go and do to finish this video off is just to prove that it is definitely a valid way to make some money. I'm just going to give some time, A, to see if I can buy some of these Smoke Devil pouches, and B, to see if I can sell these Smoke Devil scrolls as well, just to prove you guys that it's valid. What I would say is that if you're going to do this method, like, go and make your own pouches. If you make your own pouches and turn them into scrolls, just from getting some summoning XP, you're going to make a decent amount of profit from it. It works out that with the price of the shard and the goat horn dust, you're going to be roughly 4.5k, especially if you're using the Tavli system where you can go and sell the resources to the shop and then buy them back for really quick speed in terms of summoning pouches. You can make pretty much double your money, and you're going to get some summoning XP on the side of this as well. Now, what I might do a little bit later on in the video is just to show you guys just how easy that method is. It depends if these scrolls are bought or not, so I'm just going to go and instant buy some goat horn dust, and we can go and do that in a little bit of time as well, just to show you guys it really is a nice way to go and use it. And summoning pouches, making profit doesn't come along too often, so it could be a really good way to do it. So what I'm going to go and do is just give it a bit of time for these items to buy on the Grand Exchange, and what we'll do a little bit later on is come back, assess what is bought and what is sold, if this is as profitable as what we've seen in terms of the prices, and then I'll just run through the Tavli method to go and do it if you guys are looking forward to using some of your charms to make some XP and get a decent amount of GP from it as well. Okay, those pouches didn't take too long to buy, and I've just worked my way through most of them, and we're pretty much done with what we needed to do in terms of this. And again, this is how you go and make these pouches and scrolls. Really simple. The bank in the Ithel district, just walk back and forward, or you can also use the teleport seed to go here for Amelot. Now, what I would say is that if you've just got the pouches direct, it's not worth using Tavli because of the price. The selling and buying towards the shop, you're going to sort of eat into a lot of your profit. I think it's like 2.5k difference. It's not really worth doing, but some good news is we've done all of the pouches and scrolls. The scrolls we put on the Grand Exchange originally have all sold as well. So the idea of buying the pouches for 4.5k is more than feasible. And then selling them into 910 GP each is also very feasible as well. Now, what I would say as well is on the Amelot Hour we spoke about before, whenever it is the Amelot Hour in Buisness, you get a double rate at which you get for converting pouches into scrolls. This could be highly profitable during that hour. I can honestly think that you'd probably make like 15, 16 mil per hour just doing this method during the Amelot Hour as well. So 8.7 mil is what we're going to pull out from it, and we invested 4.3. So 4.4 mil profit just from turning those Smoke Devil pouches into these scrolls, just doing that as well. Now, if you're someone who's going to go and take the materials and go and do them at the Tavli obelisk, I'm just going to show you guys how to do that really quickly because I think it's a very good method if you've got the charms available and the charms to burn. So what you do is you go and trade your supplies to magic sticks. So the really nice thing as well is these one click. So I'm just going to buy some shards really quickly. Yes, I'm going to buy those. And then I'm going to sell all of my goat horns to the store. So we're going to sell it for 3 GP each. And then we're going to be able to buy it for 12 GP. So with supplies are significantly cheaper than just doing the pouches. And all you literally do is craft the pouch. And then once you craft the pouch, infuse on the obelisk again to go and make those scrolls. This is one of the very few familiars where doing this method can actually make you profit with turning the pouch into scrolls. And it's definitely one to look into. I've sold those scrolls earlier on today, and it weren't even that long. It was probably like 30, 45 minutes on how long it took to sell them. And one thing from that as well is always just hold on your price, leave them in the Grand Exchange, and eventually these items will sell. We are in a very strange economy on the game at the minute where I don't think there's as many players playing as what have been on the game the past couple of months. And because of that, it just seems that things are going very low item as well. And things like this you can capitalize on as well. But that is literally how to go and turn your pouches into scrolls incredibly quick using the Tavli method. Just sell to the shop and then you've got that left over. I'm going to pop these in the Grand Exchange as well to sell just so we can get some more. But this is a really good way to train your summoning and make profit from it as well. You really just sort of may have to take a little bit of a hit of a little bit less summon XP if you're a high level summoner. But there's always pouches around which can make you GP as well. However, hope this has helped. This is definitely one for the mid levels as well. Level 61 summoning is going to be the requirement for this as well. And it can be a fantastic way for you to make some money investing in summoning while getting some decent XP as well. Like always, put your price in, hold your price and wait for it to sell because they always will. And if they haven't after a couple of days, then amend your price after that. But you've got such a big margin with this, turning those pouches into scrolls. buy the items you require for as low price as possible. As you see here, we could have wasted an extra 3,000 coins per pouch by just instant buying, but we waited, we bought them for a lower price, not after too long. But yeah, that's going to end this video. Really hope you guys enjoyed. Really hope this is a bit of a different one for you guys. Not often we do a summoning one, so as soon as I find a method like this which works, always want to throw it out for you guys as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.